All right, guys, so the day has come where this 40-year-old S10 is finally going to get a new gas tank. But before we put it in there, let's take a look at what 40 years of difference looks like for a gas tank. All right, so if you cannot tell, I will tell you that the one on the right is 40 years old. The one on the left was opened today, 2025, 1985. Literally a 40-year difference in the two of them. As you can see, they look really similar. This one has less bends than this one does. You can see how the front's bent, and that's only on that one side. This one has bends all the way around. I'm not sure if that's due to the manufacturer, as this one's OEM, this one's not. But they look very similar. The shape is the exact same, and they look really good. Let's look at a couple of differences inside each of these. And of course, look at how grody 40 years of stuff has made this fuel tank right here. So let's take a look at the 40-year-old one first. All right, so let's take a look first and look straight down. You'll be able to see why we had to change it. There's a hole down there. I hope that's picking up. And the hole is just too big to replace, or to repair, I should say. But this thing has definitely seen better days. Also in here, if you can notice, there are no, it looks like it does on the outside. There's no baffles, there's nothing. It's sort of flat like it is, and that's it. Better look at our hole. And it is full of rust. Probably came from the hole, but it is what it is. Our neck looks good. Everything looks good except for our hole down there, and the rust, of course. Take a look at the new one. So right off the bat, I can go ahead and tell you that the filler is longer in this one than the new one. Not exactly sure why. Again, probably related to the manufacturer. Here's one big difference that the old one didn't have. This one has baffles inside. I'm not sure if that is or isn't picking up. There's like an entire tray in there. That's where our sending unit fits. This does not have a fuel pump in the tank, as this is a carbureted truck, but it does have a baffle in there. I wonder if this is built for a fuel injected truck, but also fits the carbureted truck. Other than that, everything else looks fairly similar. Like I said, this is longer, and there's that sort of tray in there, that baffle in there, that holds things. So, you know, again, it could be for the sending unit fuel pump. That is not a fuel pump truck, but looks really good. Oh, looks like our fuel tank is not quite 40 years newer. 3 of 22, that could be a manufacture date, because I believe that's part number. So that could be a manufacture date. So not quite 40 years newer. Again, taking a look at the ends of it, see how we're bent here and not there. Just a few differences, but overall shape is the exact same. They look really good. The new one looks really good, I should say. It was just interesting to see how this one has just a slight differences, and that tray in the bottom of it. Somebody's probably going to comment and say, oh, well, that's a fuel injected tank. That is a carbureted tank, because that is a carbureted truck. So someone's probably going to tell me why that has that tray in there. I'm not exactly sure, but as long as everything fits, which it looks, everything matches up as far as measurements and everything, I'm golden. So we're going to get this installed, and then eventually we're going to go ahead and get this old girl back on the road. Got a very rare tool to adjust the carburetor on it that my dad gave to me. Hard to find. I've never seen one, actually. I've never seen one in the wild. Get this back up, carburetor adjusted, and we're going to give it the beans and get it back on the road. Thank you much.